Hi and welcome to today's vlog. This week I am going to be taste testing some gluten-free biscuits. I talked recently about my gluten-free story and I will link that in the comments below. So today I have got my expert biscuit taster with me. It is not Rocco, it's Neil. Even before I was diagnosed as a celiac, I wasn't really a fan of biscuits. I didn't eat a lot of biscuits, so the cat's trying to eat the biscuits. So I can't really judge these biscuits. That's why I've got Neil here, because he is an expert in biscuits. So I've got a plate of biscuits, I've got a cup of tea, and we are absolutely under no circumstances whatsoever going to dunk the biscuits in the tea, because that's disgusting and should be illegal. I bought all of these biscuits at Tesco's. So some of them are Tesco's own brand, some of them are like ones that you can get everywhere, and it is absolutely worth shopping around at the different supermarkets because you can get different biscuits in different supermarkets and often you can find a substitution for your favourite biscuit. So the biscuits we have got are Schar Bourbon biscuits. I have a lot of Schar products. They do everything from bread, biscuits, pasta, flour. They do lots and lots of different things, and it's usually pretty good. So those are the Schar Bourbon biscuits. They come as well in a handy sealed pack of 2. Is 2 biscuits a good amount of biscuits?
Not particularly.
Neil doesn't think that 2 biscuits is a good amount of biscuits.
2 packets of 2 biscuits.
So yeah, those are the Schar. Please come on, mate. So those are the Schar Bourbon. Next up we have Mcvitties Hobnobs. This is the gluten-free version of a regular Hobnob. You do not get many biscuits for your money. You get 8 biscuits in that packet, and I think if you buy a packet of regular Mcvitties you get more than 8. 8 doesn't seem like a lot of biscuits. So yeah, those are the Mcvitties chocolate Hobnobs. You can also get plain Hobnobs. Next up we have got Tesco free from cookie and cream biscuits. These I think are like Oreos. These are the equivalent of Oreos. I don't know if they're going to taste like Oreos, but we will find out. Then we've got another box of Schar. These are Schar custard creams, and these, like the Bourbons, come in little pre-seal packets of 2. And then last up we have got, I don't know, I think they were, Enrobed cookies and creams. These biscuits were the victim of a theft earlier in my house this week. Investigations are ongoing. I don't think it was Neil. I'm pretty sure it was Rocco that stole the biscuits and ate some of them out of this packet. But we will see. So those are the biscuits. Those are what we're going to try. So let's have a little bit of tea first. Neil's going to have some coffee. He will also not be dunking biscuits because it's disgusting. We're going to start with the custard cream, I am told. So this is what it looks like. It kind of looks like a regular custard cream. I think it's about the same size as a regular custard cream as well. I'm going to give it 1 to Neil. Here you go. Let's see what it's like. It's really, really crumbly.
Very, very sweet.
You should see the face Neil's making. It is. It's really sweet. And it's really crumbly.
It's got a dry aftertaste.
Yeah, it's kind of like all stuck in my mouth. Like, it's quite hard to swallow. And it tastes a bit... It's kind of got the texture of sand in your mouth. It's not... Oh, it's got a really horrible aftertaste. I'm not really... We're not convinced by the Schar... What was that? We're not convinced by the Schar custard cream. Still has eaten the whole biscuit. I've only managed 1 bite. Yeah, that wasn't nice. It's really sandy. It's really crumbly. It's so dry. and also really like overwhelmingly sweet. I'm gonna see how much sugar. It's got 4.1 grams of sugar in a 12.5 gram biscuit. That's quite a lot of sugar, isn't it? Yeah, I am definitely giving the Schar gluten-free custard creams a thumbs down, and so is Neil. They are really not very nice.
I give them a 2.
Neil's giving them out of what?
100.
Neil's giving them a 2 out of 100.
No, out of 10.
So out of 10, Neil's giving them a 2. Yeah, I think about a 2. They're not pleasant. And I can remember custard creams and they absolutely did not taste like that. What do you want to try next?
Bourbon.
So next we are going to try the Schar gluten-free Bourbons. I'll give one to you. These are really, really small. I'm sure Bourbon biscuits usually are a lot longer than this, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
And they've like got sugar on the top. Like when you look at a regular Bourbon biscuit, it looks like they've got little bits of sugar on the top. So yeah, this is a lot small. This is the same size as the custard cream I've just tried. So a lot smaller than a regular Bourbon. It doesn't smell like a Bourbon. Bourbons have a really specific smell, and these don't smell like that. It's nicer than the custard cream.
It's much nicer. It does taste like a Bourbon. It's got the kind of specific Bourbon-y taste.
No, I don't think it does. I think Bourbons always taste a little bit salty.
No, I think this has got it. I think the aftertaste is still a bit sandy.
Yeah, the aftertaste.
Nowhere near as bad as the custard cream.
Yeah, this is a lot better than the custard cream, but for me it still has that really thick, sandy, crumbly aftertaste. But it is a lot better than the custard cream. Neil says it does taste like a Bourbon. I'm not 100% sure it does. What would you give that out of 10?
6.
Really?
Yeah.
Neil would give it a 6 out of 10. I'm only going to give it a 4. I didn't like that. I'm not convinced. Okay, what do you want to try next?
The Oreo looking one.
So next we are going to try the Oreo type biscuit. Okay. So yeah, this looks, well, this is exactly like an Oreo really, doesn't it? I think Oreo biscuits might be a bit darker. So this is the Tesco's own brand cookies and cream biscuit. It smells like an Oreo.
Hey, look at me, you can give me one.
Oh, sorry, I thought you could just go off the plate yourself. Honestly. It smells like an Oreo.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine has completely fallen apart as soon as I've bitten into it. Yeah. As soon as you bite it, it completely falls apart. I actually really like that.
That's right, there's no sandy aftertaste.
Yeah, it's not got that weird... It doesn't have the weird crumbly texture that the other two had. It's got like a really good... I don't know if that's just where I've squashed it. It's got like a good amount of... Camera like autofocus is really good. It's got a good amount of like the cream filling. I don't know what the cream filling is. It's like... I don't know, vanilla flavoured filling. I really like that. What would you give it out of 10?
7.
I'm gonna give it a... I think I'm gonna give it a, like a 7.5. I like that. That's a nice biscuit. So yeah, that's the Tesco's Freeform cookies and cream biscuit. I have seen other supermarkets do a version of this as well. Whether it's the same, I don't know. What do you want to try next?
The Hobnobby one.
So next we are going to try Mcvitty's gluten-free Hobnob. They should be. I mean, Mcvitty is really good. It's really good when proper brands make an effort to make their existing products into something gluten-free. I really like it when they do that. So I'm hoping that this is going to be nice.
Okay.
So, is this what Hobnobs look like?
No, not at all.
Okay, so Neil says that this is not what Hobnobs look like.
No, chocolate Hobnobs have got chocolate on top, not on the bottom.
How do you know what's the top and the bottom?
Because it's flat on the bottom.
Okay. Fine. I think that's okay. Does it taste like a hobnob?
It tastes similar. You can tell it's gluten-free.
Can you?
Yeah, it's not quite the same.
Okay.
But it's still good. It's still good.
Yeah, it's a nice biscuit. I think the plain hobnobs then would probably be... I think the plain hobnobs are just these without the chocolate on the bottom. So I imagine the regular hobnobs would be fine. What are you giving that out of 10?
7.
Neil's giving that a 7 out of 10. I think it's a bit claggy, which I'm not overly keen on, but it tastes nice. It's a really nice tasting biscuit, so I think I would give it a 6. Okay, so we are on to the last biscuit now, which are the tampered with by my cat Enrobed cookies and cream biscuit. I thought this was kind of like a wagon wheel, but you don't think it is. I think this one has been nibbled by a cat, but it's like 2 chocolate biscuits covered in chocolate with like vanilla cream inside that I think is probably the exact same that's in the Oreo cookie. But I don't, what kind of biscuit is this like then?
It's like a chocolate covered Oreo.
Is it? Is it not a bit like a Viscount?
No.
No.
Not really.
What's a Viscount?
Usually got mint or orange cream in it.
Oh, okay.
I think this is probably very similar to the Oreo, just covered in chocolate. Big thick layer of chocolate there. It's good.
So at the very top does have a really thick layer of chocolate, which I think really makes it taste a lot better. Neil thinks it's exactly the same as the Oreo one, but completely covered in chocolate. I don't think the biscuit tastes the same. I think the biscuit tastes different.
Might be a bit different.
But I think these are quite nice. I mean, this is a lot of I can eat more than one of these. This is a lot of... I mean, Neil could eat the whole packet. He's got biscuit stamina. But I don't think I could eat... This is a lot of chocolate. I don't think I could eat more than one of these. What would you give it out of 10?
For me, that one's an 8. The extra chocolate.
An 8.
The extra chocolate means it's edible.
I'd give it... I think I'd give it like a 7. It's a really nice biscuit, but for me personally, it's too sweet and too chocolatey. So which one was your favourite? The last one. My favourite were the Enrobed cookies and cream from Tesco's, which are definitely not like Viscounts or wagon wheels.
Definitely not like wagon wheels.
Definitely not like wagon wheels. Although that's about the size of a wagon wheel now. The worst one...
The custard cream.
Yeah, the worst one, definitely the custard cream. Really not very nice at all. Definitely, I don't recommend the Schar custard creams. Really not pleasant. And I haven't seen any other gluten-free custard cream equivalent. This is the only one I've ever found. So bad luck for you if you really miss custard creams. The Bourbon wasn't too bad. Quite liked the Hobnob, that was alright. I think my favourite might have been the Oreo one. Yeah, I think... I've lost it. I think my favourite was the Oreo one. Yeah, the custard cream is definitely the worst. Yeah. So there we have it. You should definitely avoid Schar custard creams. The rest aren't too bad, but they're definitely not the same as their non-gluten-free counterparts. Like, if you buy one of these Bourbon biscuits and expect it to taste exactly like the Bourbon biscuit that you're familiar with, it's definitely not. So if you sort of put that aside to start with, that these are never going to taste the same as your favourite biscuits, they are all quite nice biscuits. And that's it. So as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will be... There's not going to be a button there. Thank you to Neil for being my expert biscuit taster. And I will be back soon with another video. Do you know what to do a wave?